I can tell you my streaming is high right now. Bam, YouTube is up. There it is. Everything is synced in just the way I like it. Looking at my board here. Welcome, guys. Justin R. Harris here, making sure everything's live and perfect and streaming. You know we have to make sure that the content is I guess as flawless as possible when I'm delivering this for the business series, especially because it's every single day that I'm bringing the content to you to address business. I mean, to make you a better business owner, whatever angle of business you're in. I don't want to know if it's corrupt or not. I just know that in this sense, we are all about getting as sharp as possible, making more money, becoming as innovative as possible, as optimistic as possible, as forward thinking as possible, as everything as possible, right? So to be even more possible, I need you to go like, subscribe, and follow if you're attached to my YouTube, and if you're on my LinkedIn, all those, sub channels that are tied in, do that. Follow it because it's a great episode. With that, question for you. Have you ever wondered why, wait a minute, you were successful with something, but you didn't analyze that unexpected success. You didn't look into it. You didn't go further. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what I want to cover. And with the Peter Drucker's book, The Daily Drucker, the Peter Drucker's book, The Daily Drucker. Totally tongue-tied that up. Let's just get right. So here's the deal. So what he talks about on this one is he explains a business partner that he had and is a good friend of his, has a very large pharmaceutical company, right? And they had a primary product that they would put out, and that was their thing, and they had other products, but they had a primary product, okay? But to back up a little bit, what they would do is he would actually sit down with his different supervisors and heads of his departments, and they would each write a letter about the business's performance of that week. And what they would focus on was not the profits or the losses. It was the unexpected incidents that occurred, right? So what they would look into is things that were just completely unpredictable, is what he covered. And what they discovered was that the things that they didn't predict that were kind of like, they just happened. And I'm not going to say it was like, some sort of supernatural occurrence or some nonsense like that. What I'm saying is there were just things that happened that they just didn't expect as far as outside of the norm of the daily scope of business, if you will. And most of those things that were a success, they never saw coming. So where are we going with that? It's short of the long. It's the action point as well. Look into your business, right? And the one thing that you put something out for that became a phenomenal purpose, not even what you intended to put the product out for, right? And all of a sudden it serves all the greater needs, but that wasn't your goal. Analyze that unexpected occurrence. Run with it, because that means that there's a connection with the public that you're unaware of, that you kind of stumbled upon and became very successful with, that you need to look into. That's exactly what he was talking about with his example. It was a pharmaceutical product. The medication was meant for one thing. That MD, that professional, decided because the symptoms were so closely related that that person tried that pharmaceutical drug for another purpose, and it became phenomenal and actually cured the person sooner. Completely unexpected. That was the example they gave. That's the example we're going to use here, along with what I explained, and there's your golden nugget. I'm just throwing nuggets at you guys. Just throwing nuggets. Don't